Hey guys, and welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive, and we are going to jump right into Chapter 10. So, let's see how it is. So, Blood Drive, Chapter 10, Reparations. Alright, so we just saved Yuka. She was actually possessed by Sachi, and we actually got her out of there. So, we're going to see how that continues on. But it looks like we're playing as Aiko and Ayumi. So, Aiko and I progressed through Heavenly Host, guided by the whims of the book. The school changing and shifting around us bit by bit. We were now faced with a peculiarly looking marked door. Alright, let's see what is around in this room. Let's check out this hole. It looks big enough to fit through. We are actually gonna go in. Why not? Let's go check out what's in the hole. Okay, cool. So now we are in this area. Alright, so we are in the courtyard, and we're going to grab this item right over here. Loose board obtained, and now we should be able to get back into the building. Perfect! So now, we are going to go back to that door, the peculiarly looking door. So we're going to go over here, and through this door. Awesome! Let's check out what happens here. So, we still don't know what happened to the Satoshi and the rest of the group with Yuka and stuff, but we are back at the apartment complex for the Shinozaki family, so it's way too quiet right now. Maybe I should take this opportunity to ask some a few questions. Aiko, Miss Kuon's your sister, right? That's right. We Heavenly Host survivors really don't know her very well. Like, we have no memory of her. Even though she's your teacher? Yeah, so could you tell me a little bit about Miss Kuon? What kind of person she is, for example? So, the Heavenly Host survivors, one of the teachers died, and she was erased from existence, and because of that, Miss Kuon was created. She's pretty much perfect. Calling her a genius wouldn't be able to begin to describe her. She's basically the living personification of the ultimate human ideal. Ideal, huh? See, it all started when her book became a worldwide bestseller, and she was only 11 years old. But her success wasn't just in literature. She also excelled at science, math, theater, business, economics, not to mention research, publication, and management. The widespread success of PL Promotions Co. Inc. is all her doing. That only happened after she took over as CEO. My family, the Niwas, got rich beyond their wildest dreams through the royalties of their book sales, but it's also thanks to all that money that we've grown apart. My parents eschewed raising us in favor of using my sister's money to travel the world, an excursion from which they still have yet to return. Oh, I had no idea. You do still love your sister though, right? She certainly seems to love me, but I despise her. For as long as I can remember, everything I've ever done with my life has been on the rails, generously donated by her. She's never even given me a chance to choose my own destiny. Okay, what is this? Once when she and I were at the shopping mall, looking to buy new underwear. Okay, exciting. There was an incident while I was trying on a new bra. I like this one. I think I'll take it. She just stuck her head out into the dressing room, though, through the curtain. Oh my. And then, as if they weren't bad enough, she came right on in. Oh, no. Come on, if you don't coordinate, your whole ensemble will be ruined. Okay. And don't try to tell me you're too young to concern yourself with such things. Age will pass you by and hold you down if you're not careful. You've heard the saying, right? The unpreparedness is one's greatest enemy? Well, this is your moment to show unpreparedness who's boss. Try this one. She left the dressing room for only a moment, but now handed me a luxurious, elegant, lacy bra from the gap between the curtains. This isn't... I complained, but I knew I'd eventually have to try it on anyways, so I just broke down and did. See? It totally suits you, and it's my treat, so I hope you enjoy it. Oh, you're just so cute. You'll do anything I say, won't you? Well, you are a good girl, so you understand that my suggestions are for the best, right? Right? Kuon's smile was so pure and sweet, it's almost scary. She has all the privilege and all the pleasures of life. Plus, our parents love to boot. Everything goes to her, and nothing comes to me. She had me in a pretty dark place for a while. In fact, but right now, when things were looking their darkest, I came to discover the existence of spirit items, and I was instantly hooked. One thing led to another, and before I knew it, I'd become a certifiable occult nut. You can't even imagine how excited I was when I heard that I had a spiritual power in my sister didn't. This is my world. It's a source of strength that I came upon fair and square. My spirit item auction sales hit some pretty extravagant numbers too, which certainly helped. But then she did it again. She managed to get a foothold in this field too, and instantly became a bigger name than I was. And that really pisses me off. I had no idea. She certainly does seem larger than life. Well, you know, in all honesty, I don't really know her all that well myself. Huh? Righteousness taken to extremes can become a form of evil all on its own. And when evil gets pure enough, it can be a person's salvation. You see this in every last corner of the world. The answer to everything under the sun isn't always the right answer. You know what I mean? Alright, so we are actually going to save here. Obviously. Okay. This is chapter 10. This is Kuon. So this is Miss Kuon's chapter with her portrait on there. So now let's take a look at where we're supposed to go through here. Examine the boxes to the north. These boxes? There's something inside one of the mailboxes. The talismans obtain. Awesome. And then head south. Save. Don't go left. Go south. And you're going to go down. Okay. So we are actually not going to go left. We are going to save. So things are getting pretty funky right now. We just had 2 save states for an odd reason. We are going to go south, and we're going to see something here. Let's see. Oh, you got eyes on the ground and, like, bulges. Alright, so it looks like the ground is shaking. These tremors certainly are getting intense, aren't they? The school is probably starting to break down. Do you think it's the 7th pillar? It has awakened. Alright, that was the Book of Shadows. Who's there? It's the book. The Book of Shadows is talking. The Nirvana has awakened. The Nirvana? You mean the core? The souls of the witches? It can sense our approach. The pillar too reacts to the Nirvana. Alright, so that was Inumaro, so we're gonna go up north to go check that out. Inumaro, so this is the guy that came with Aiko in search of Niwa, who's in love with him. Aiko, where are you going? This sensation, I recognize it. Grah! Alright, so Inumaro is attacking Aiko. I was right. Haruyuki. Is it really you, Haruyuki? Thank goodness. I thought I'd... Alright, so she's getting choked. Alright, so he's obviously possessed. He's succumbed to the darkening. Inamaru had been completely overtaken by the darkening, his hatred transforming him into a feral beast. His mouth was now slit on both ends, giving him a disturbing, almost fox-like appearance. With speed and precision, he beelined right for Aiko's neck and bit deeply into it, with obvious intent to kill. Haruyuki, I'm sorry for running away. I stole that smile of yours, so go ahead. Kill me. Aiko! I caught up with the two figures where I found one seemingly trying to eat the other. I'll save you! Ayumi! We are going to save. It hurts, but I can't run. No! Evil spirit, let go of her! I brandished the Book of Shadows in front of me like a shield, attempting to intimidate the attacker. If you don't, I will destroy you. It's okay, I can finally be with everyone else. Hey! Sayaka? Who was that? Hey, it's her! It's the girl that came with Niwa. Out of the blue, a girl I've never seen before now stood in the creature's path. She was wearing uniquely designed green pins in her hair. Looking more closely, her body had a slight sheen to it and was partially translucent. You stupid dog, what do you think you're doing? Alright, so that's the girl he's in love with, that's died here. Sayaka, that came here with Niwa. The rampaging Inamaru showed no signs of comprehending Sayaka's words. Did you really come here looking for me? I mean, do you even have a brain in that blockhead of yours? You're such an idiot. You should know better, you dumb mutt. Now she seemed to have gotten through to him. He stopped biting down on Aiko, releasing his grip ever so slightly. You really are just a pathetic mongrel. How could you let yourself turn into something like this? Sayaka's tone had a slight waver to it, belying her harshness. But her berating of Inamaru was working. His eyes were beginning to well up with tears. How do you not understand that you have a perfectly suitable girl here already? Am I speaking with an accent or something? Damn bone-headed pooch. He was full-on bawling now, and nothing seemed like it could slow his tears. You're just such a dumbass. This is no one's fault, you know? No one could have known this would have happened, so don't blame Aiko, okay? Do you understand? She was less reassuring him and more commanding him. Inamaru released Aiko from his mouth entirely and became very quiet. Good boy, Inamaru. Is he dead too? Aiko, I'm gonna take this dolt with me, but whenever your time comes to close, let's all meet up again, okay? Aiko's face was glazed over with tears as Inamaru's. She nodded, unable to raise her head. I'm sorry. Thank you, Sayaka and Haruyuki. So she's off to heaven, and looks like Haruyuki is off to the afterworld, or heaven, whatever you believe in. With one final soft, serene flash of light, Sayaka and Inamaru both dissipated into the air and were gone from sight. Aiko, I'm sorry, that was very unlike me. So we are actually going to save again, since we did the right choice. Okay, so that closed up that one. Let's see what we have to do now. We are going to exit south and then head left. So we're gonna head left now. Okay, can't get around that. Get around this. Alright, let's see what's in the left building on this end. Wait, was I supposed to go south? Follow him north, and then, oh, head south and then left. Sorry. Exit south, and then to the left. To the left. I think that's where the girls' bathroom is. So we're gonna walk around these blotches and head left. And there we go. Let's see what's in this area. Okay, we got a ton of shit on the ground. The sound of monstrous explosions rang out, accompanied by a violent quake that rocked the very foundation of the school. This earthquake had triggered an unfortunate side effect. Okay, what's going on now? The hole connecting to the underground passages had been completely sealed off. This meant that Mashida and the others would have no choice but to find another way out. Where are we? Which part of Heavenly Host is this? That's a very good question. Maybe it would be best if we stopped trying to put everything in context of the old Heavenly Host. Either way, the only choice we've got is to climb these stairs, so let's get moving. Good idea. So we're gonna run up these stairs. And there should be a body tag. Yep, right there. So, the name tag rests beside the corpse. Martuba's tomb researcher Yuki Fukazawa. Unknown. Various parts of the body appear to be eaten. Ew. Oh, that might have been the death of what happened. Maybe Haruyuki killed him. Alright, so we're gonna climb this. So we've managed to escape through the hole before it collapsed and wend our way through numerous passages, finally arriving at the base of the enormous bell tower. As soon as we got there, however, there was another huge explosion. The whole school rocked beneath our feet. Gah! I was certain the class rep and Aiko must have felt these blasts as well, and can only hope beyond hope that they were both okay. Monstrous explosions continued to echo through the bell tower repeatedly, and violent tremors shook us again and again, seemingly without end. The hell? The seventh pillar. It's alright. The Sephiroth of Knowledge was indeed lit up, sprawling its disquieting green flames every which way. Aye, Shinozaki! Let's go. I'll carry Naomi. Come on. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, that's kinda cool. I like this carrying. Man, Satoshi is just the man of the hour. Alright, so he is obviously tired. We're gonna make our way past this guy, the crucifixion of the teacher. And we should be almost there. The gate should be coming up. One more spiral. The gate is right there, and then it's a little bit past the gate, and that should be it. Alright, let's see what we can do here. And bada bing, bada boom. We should be... Come on! Alright, so he's out of breath. My bad. Alright. Alright, alright. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can do now. Let's see what's at the top of this bell tower. So about time you showed up, so it's Magari. The Sephiroth of Knowledge wasn't the only thing to be found at the top of the tower. There waiting for us on the landing was Magari Mizuki holding Satsuki Mizuhara by the neck. You! She let go of Satsuki, who tumbled to the ground like a rag doll. Satsuki! She's alive, but only just. That's why I brought her along. Aiko and Ayumi have gone ahead to the core of the Nirvana. What? This world doesn't exactly follow the rules of human logic and intellect. See, the Sephiroth of Knowledge is reacting to the Nirvana's awakening. The school's only got a few minutes at best. If you don't want to get crushed, you should probably use your Ever After Stones and get the fuck out of here. What about you? Sachi broke mine. Magari flashed a bitter smile and showed off the rubble that was once a pair of Ever After Stones. She seemed almost proud of what she'd been through. Miss Kuon then produced her own custom-made PL promotion stones, which had also seen better days. They were full of cracks and with strange blue gas seeping out of there, here and there. Same here, I'm afraid. Rather than gaining spiritual energy, mine are losing it as we speak. You serious? Miss Kuon! They need to get the fuck out of there, though. Holy shit. Huh, I guess we're all destined to die here then, huh? No. No. This sucks ass. I wonder if Waldo is worried about me. Magari scratched her head and looked for all the world like she'd resigned herself to her fate. It was a sight entirely unlike her. There wasn't anything we could do at this point but stand there hopelessly watching the pillar pulsate, knowing that it could blow at any moment. And it was then, when we all resigned ourselves to our fates as Magari had, that Miss Kuon suddenly looked down at her wristwatch and spoke. Satoshi? Yes? Was I a good teacher in your world? Excuse me? Nakashima said her name once, I think. Miss Yui, was it? Yeah. Why? How do you know about our world? Matsudo mentioned this before, didn't he? About how you can tell a lot from the color of a person's aura, and I could tell right away that you were from a different time, a different past. Well, Miss Yui was funny and kind of ditzy and the best teacher we've ever had, really. But in a lot of ways, you're exactly the same as her, Miss Kuon. You're kind and fun. I love you too, Miss Kuon. I was still straddling Satoshi's back and could barely form a coherent sentence, but I somehow knew if I were ever to say it, that now would be the time. Hehe, thank you. Miss Kuon smiled brightly. I have a lot of regrets, but what you said just now makes them all seem insignificant. Those words are my saving grace. Even a self-proclaimed genius like you can get all sentimental from time to time, eh? I can make fast calculations, and I know the whole storehouse of information, but that doesn't mean I have an abnormal brain, nothing more. There's certainly nothing genius about it. Are you so fascinated, for example, by someone who is able to see precisely how much time she has left in this existence? Miss Kuon turned her wristwatch so everyone could see it. The counter displayed the number 300, and it was counting down, second by second. That watch! Hehe, it's my life clock. I didn't want to waste a single second I had, you see? Life clock, a device capable of reading and displaying one's own lifespan. Ordinarily, I wouldn't put any stock in the accuracy of such a ridiculous sounding contraption. But this was Miss Kuon we were talking about. Thinking back to everything she'd accomplished in a short time we knew her, and all the technology she devised through PL, I couldn't help but believe every word she said. No matter how preposterous those words may have been, nor how much I wish them to be fabrications. So, you shared your abilities with the world simply because people demanded it? And in doing so, you shaved off years of your life? I heard your body had aged up about 90, and you were close to the end. Guess I heard right. Miss Kuon smiled and slowly walked over to the pillar. I'm going to destroy this pillar, everyone. Stand back. She had the other baby tooth from Sachi in her hand. With this child's spirit energy, I can do it. According to my calculations, it should work. Miss Kuon! Anyways, always remember, your lives will go on, with or without me, no matter the hardships. Don't ever give up. Miss Kuon! Stay safe, everyone. No! No, no, no! Yeah, I'd stop her too. I screamed and cried. I lashed out. This wasn't right. This should have been the end for her. This shouldn't be the end for her. Nakashima, the hot springs in Satoshi's house can heal the body and mind alike. You should take a dip with Yuka again sometime. Ah, and Kishinuma, make sure you take your quiz. I spoke with Mr. Yamazaki about it. I will. Come now, you two. Boys shouldn't cry. You need to hurry. Neither this pillar nor I have much time left. No, Miss Kuon! Miss Kuon! Still on Satoshi's back as he descended the stairs, I screamed, there had to be another way. There had to be. Magari was the only one left who hadn't said anything yet. I won't forget you. There aren't many geniuses like you in this world, and the Martubas will withdraw from spiritual medicine. You have my word. I trust you'll keep it. Always, and also, I'll look after Aiko. Miss Kuon's ultimate sacrifice. And with that, Magari followed us down the stairs, away from the pillar. Once Miss Kuon had confirmed we were all out of range, she pressed her hand and Sachi's tooth upon the monolith. She suddenly began to breathe heavier, as if she were running out of air. Her years were physically catching up to her all at once, and she began to feel as old as her body appeared. She looked down at her watch. There was only 20 seconds left. I really don't want to die. Huh. I don't want to die. With nothing left to hold them back, the tears began to stream down Miss Kuon's face. The counter was down to 10. Miss Kuon's arm began to fuse with the pillar as if she was being pulled in. I guess the fact that I don't want to die means I've lived a truly happy life. The upper portion of the bell tower lit with a blinding flash and exploded with tremendous force. The entire school shook harder than ever. Each of us had blown clean off the stairs and knocked unconscious in the process. A piece of Heavenly Host blew out, leaving an enormous crater in its wake. A dimension of empty space, bright and white. A world without a single sound. There I stood, dumbfounded. I couldn't speak. Where am I? Is what I wanted to say. Satoshi! Miss Kuon! It's a miracle that I'm able to see you here. I was staring at my watch, thinking about how I wasn't afraid of dying. I lived my life knowing that when my lifespan ended, that would be it. I accepted my fate and resolved to do what needed to be done within the limited time I had. But then I met you, and I fell in love for the very first time. And when I thought about how much I wanted to live, the counter stopped. Love truly is a many splendored. Even though you came from a different world and probably don't even remember the day we met, we were still connected. I wondered if you'll find yet another teacher in my place once you return to the real world. I'll be kind of jealous, but do say hi for me. To the me who isn't me, won't you? Bye-bye now. Miss Kuon! Oh man, I didn't want her to die. I didn't think they'd take away our teacher again. I guess the signs were there, especially at the hot springs. My face was coated in tears and snot. I stood up, arm outstretched, but there was nothing I could do. She was gone. Where am I?